From a psychological perspective, the best way to conquer someone is through what's known as the abandoned cat effect. You know how they say, what you can't have, you want more, but what you have, you take for granted. In relationships, the person who loves more often ends up at a disadvantage, struggling to take control. So how do you truly win someone over and create a mutual balanced love where you can both give and receive love freely? That's where the abandoned cat effect comes in. It might just be your secret weapon. The abandoned cat effect refers to a cat that's been abandoned by its owner once. If it's taken back, it becomes unusually obedient and well-behaved because it's terrified of being abandoned again. Similarly, in relationships, winning someone over is like a balanced tug-of-war, and the key to this battle lies in understanding human nature. Love is like flying a kite. You need to pull and release to keep it soaring. If you hold the string too tightly, the relationship becomes a cage for the other person, and it won't last. The string might even snap. But if you let the string go too loose, the kite will drift away, disappearing from sight. A wise person knows when to pull the string tighter, giving more attention, and when to let it loose, giving space. They know when to set boundaries and when to let the other person breathe. The same goes for winning someone over. A healthy relationship isn't about one person endlessly giving without conditions. It's about using some finesse to make the person who loves you love you even more. As the old saying goes, when the moon is full, it wanes. When the water is full, it overflows. The same applies to love. Don't pour all your love into someone at once. Over time, your efforts might be taken for granted, or worse, turned into a weapon that hurts you. Winning someone over isn't about constantly showering them with love. It's about occasional coolness and creating a sense of crisis. This can have a surprising effect. Unconditional love might seem selfless, but it's actually risky. Over time, the other person will see your kindness as the norm, enjoying it without feeling the need to give back. It's like the saying, give an inch and they'll take a mile. When you finally stop giving out of disappointment, they might not understand. They might even blame you. It's like that classic line from A Chinese Odyssey. I once had a sincere love, but I didn't cherish it. Only after losing it did I regret it. But by then, it's too late. Late affection doesn't mean much. In the movie, Xi Xia's love for the Monkey King was passionate and unwavering. She gave everything for the person she believed was her destiny, feeling joy and sorrow because of him. But it was precisely her intense love that made the Monkey King feel too secure in the relationship. He had no sense of crisis, so he didn't value her. In relationships, laying all your cards on the table with no reservations isn't always a good thing. You need some strategy to truly capture someone's heart. Don't think that just because you give your all, the other person will reciprocate. Love isn't that simple. Sometimes you need to cool things down and step back from their life a bit. Only then will they realize your worth and how much you mean to them. Take Empresses in the Palace, for example. When Zhen Huan left the palace heartbroken, it was only then that the emperor realized how deep his feelings for her were. The distance from the Forbidden City to Lingyan Peak was also the journey of him understanding his own heart. When they met again, his heart was filled with love, guilt, and pain. Emotions stronger than ever before. True love doesn't fade because of a little distance. In fact, sometimes a little cooling off can reignite the spark, bringing new life to the relationship. To win someone over, you can't just keep pushing them until they can't breathe. You need to know when to pull close and when to step back, when to show care, and when to give space. Only then can the relationship last. Building a relationship takes patience and attention. It's in the ordinary days that you find beauty and let love bloom. Even the inevitable conflicts and disagreements, if handled well, can turn into little romantic moments. As they say, a slap followed by a sweet date. In Red Rose and White Rose, the author perfectly captures the two types of women a man might encounter in his life. No matter which one he chooses, over time, the fiery love often fades. The passionate red rose might become an annoying stain on the wall, while the pure white rose might turn into a bothersome grain of rice on his clothes. But if you know how to nurture a relationship, how to occasionally surprise your partner and add a little romance to life, then whether it's the fiery red rose or the gentle white rose, they can both become eternal beauty under your care. Love isn't a simple equation. It's not about giving one unit of love and getting one unit back. It's not about pressuring someone into submission. To capture someone's heart, you need skill and strategy. The abandoned cat effect isn't about loving someone recklessly and giving everything without reserve. It's about creating a sense of crisis in the relationship, making the other person value and respect you. That way, without you having to do much, they'll cherish the time with you and understand how precious it is to have you. Got it?